Hey YouTube, today we're reviewing another bow. This is a Deerseeker traditional hunting bow. Now I normally don't review Western style bows, especially the modern ones with center shelves. I don't normally review them. I prefer Asiatic or medieval longbows. But the reason why I'm reviewing this today is it's a laminate bow and it's 70 pounds. That by itself is already very rare. For the price. The price of this thing is, let me check, 135 US dollars for 70 pounds and laminated. And I really can't think of too many bows in this price range that is laminated and also 70 pounds. So that's why it's very interesting for me to review. A lot of my viewers are pulling in the 50 pound range, and if they want to train to get into the war bows or Asiatic war bows, they need something that is heavier than 50 pounds. Usually I would recommend a fiberglass bow to them, but this bow is about the same price as a fiberglass bow. So is it too good to be true, or is it actually what it's claiming to be? Well, let's find out. So they only sell these things to the US market right now, and I think they might later sell them elsewhere. Oh, look at this. Wow. So here are the accessories that I got. Let's check them out. This is a really cute little arm guard. Okay, I just find it hilarious. Look how small this little arm guard is. I can't believe this is an arm guard. Well, here it is. Here's the little arm guard. It's a cute little arm guard. It's just a piece of plastic. It's not going to stop a 70-pound string hitting. You're still going to get bruised, but I think it's better than nothing. And warning, don't dry fire, all the basics that you need. And there's a warranty for 1 year for the bow only. Probably doesn't include the accessories. And then there, of course, there's also the free gloves. Here's the two, I think they're fur or felt. I think they're fur arrow passes. And here it is. There's the bow. I took it out from the package. And wow. Looking at the thickness, this can be 70 pounds, and I can tell from the insides, it looks like 2 layers of bamboo, and then a top layer of fiberglass for the back, and the belly also has fiberglass. So sandwiched inside is the bamboo, and then I think it's hardwood here. There you go. So there it is. The bow is strong. Very nice bow. Wow. So I also put the stickers. By the way, you want to make sure that the fur goes in the same direction as the arrow, or else it might create more friction. You're not using an arrow rest, the mechanical arrow rest, and it's a reflex deflex. String does not contact the tips. I don't want to call these CS. I'm so used to talking about Asiatic recurves. This is what I call a longbow, especially an English or Welsh English style longbow, and you can just see the difference in height. But this one, it's not long enough. It's a flat bow. It's a reflex deflex flat bow, or a reflex deflex bow, and it's not recurved based on the definition of non-contact on the tips. And is it 70 pounds? Yeah. I don't know, let's find out. So I have this arrow marked where I put the aluminum tape. Right there's 28 inches and to the knob. So if I touch the aluminum foil, it's 28 inches, and let's see what draw weight I get. If the draw weight is measured to the AMO or not. So I don't think it should be that precise. There's 0 pounds. And tell me when it reaches the back of the thingy.
Stop. Oh, you're too far. Go more.
Yeah, what is it?
62.
Okay. And then we'll do another measurement on the center. So on the back of the bow, it's 62 pounds, not 70. So maybe when they measured it, they were actually measuring it to here. That would make more sense. So we got 62 to the back of this area. So now we're going to measure here at the center of the riser. So again, 0. So tell me when it's at the dead center of the riser, okay?
Okay. Stop. 67, 6. No, you're too far. Yeah. Actually, a little more. There. 67.
That was at the center of the riser?
Yeah.
So that was 67 at the center of the riser. And we'll have one more measurement at the back of the riser. Go 0 pounds.
Stop. Yeah, that's a little, let go a little. There, right there. 70.
Whew. I can only hold that for so long. Fingers hurt. Okay. So it was 70 pounds. So now it seems like the way these guys measured it is they measure all the way to the end here. Was aluminum foil at the end of it?
Yeah.
So it seems like they measured the aluminum foil basically here, right?
Yeah.
That's the 70 pounds, not here. So I think some people online made the confusion that they, when they measured it here and then that was the advertised weight, well, you need to pull it here to find out the actual weight. So I contacted Deerseeker. The point that they measure is actually right where you hold it here. So it's about right here. That's the point where they measure it. And it's about 70 pounds. And that makes sense because when I got to here, it's about 72 pounds. And when I got to here, it's about, was it 60?
76. Or sorry, 67.
Yeah. So when I got to here, it's 67. And when I got to here, it's 72. So when they say they measure to here, and that's 70 pounds, that makes sense. They're using the point where you hold your arm as the reference point. So right here is 70 pounds. That makes sense. Plus, my setup is not the most accurate. It's not the most accurate thing in the world. So plus or minus 2 pounds, it makes sense. So here's the arrow. The arrow is 66 grams. 66 grams, because there's salt inside. I filled the arrow with salt, so it's heavy. And we'll shoot it at the 28 inches that they measure, which is 70 pounds. At the place that they measure, which is here. Let's see what FPS we get. You ready?
Wait, is there nothing there? Okay, go.
A 143 FPS. 143 FPS with a 66 arrow. That makes sense. 143 FPS. So again, not as fast as the Asian meters, but like the same bow from the green bow is the same bow, 160 FPS. What does that say?
144.
Here, zoom in. 144. So 143, 144 FPS on a 66 gram arrow. Like 1,000 grain, I think. Now this arrow is 33, 34 grams. Let's see what FPS I get with Mediterranean draw. 184 FPS with a 33 gram arrow. Zoom in. 184 grams. This one's 33, 34. 33, 34. Mediterranean draw. What did I get?
It says the same thing.
It's the same thing, 184.
Yeah.
34 gram arrow.
Maybe you should do the other heavier one just to make sure it changes.
Well, it will. I'll use a bare bow draw.
170.
170 FPS. Wow. 34 grams. $180 FPS. 178. And because there's a shelf here and it's near the center, You can't really shoot thumb. I mean, you could try shooting thumb on the other side, but I wouldn't recommend it because the bow's not designed for that. Bow's designed for standard Mediterranean or Kasai, and it's very relaxing here. I like the draw weight. It's pretty light, and it's just a smooth bow. So, in terms of accuracy, I can't really show that because the range I have is only a few meters, so there's really no point of me showing the accuracy. It's too cold in the winter outside and the ranges are closed, so I can't really show that. We could test the accuracy outside in the summer, but in the winter I can only do some FPS testing and draw weight verification, but I can't really test how accurate this bow is because the range I have indoors is extremely limited. I like the overall design. It's very cheap for the price you're paying to get a 70-pound bow. That's not bad. And wow. The distance is so close. It's not fair to. I mean, I can't really test the distance, so it's a very short distance, and it's not really fair for me to test. Modern Mongolian draw. So it's basically a traditional American style hunting bow for a very cheap price, and the draw weight does make sense based on where they measure here. It's 70 pounds. It's a very nice bow, I think, for my initial impressions. I need to shoot it longer,